in this era of powerhouse multi-car race teams with Hendrick, Roush, Fenway, RCR, Joe Gibbs Racing, in one corner of the garage is the Wood Brothers. As long as there has been NASCAR, there has been the Wood Brothers racing team, originally from a tiny town of Stewart, Virginia, started by Glenn and Leonard Wood. And on a glorious sun-splashed Sunday in Daytona Beach, Florida last weekend, they were once again back in the spotlight.
Ever since NASCAR began holding races in 1948, the Wood Brothers have been there. And what began as a small family-owned team from Virginia, with Glenn Wood behind the wheel and brother Leonard as his chief mechanic, would go on to become one of the most storied and successful teams in motorsports history. Glenn found great success in the 1950s, winning 9 races, but opted to leave the driver's seat and concentrate his efforts on building a top-notch team. The first fruits of that decision came in 1963, when Tiny Lund drove the Wood Brothers number 21 to victory lane at the Daytona 500.
Under the checkered flag, Tiny Lund has taken it.
The Wood Brothers would go on to win the Great American Race 4 more times. From the memorable 1976 victory, when the race came down to the great David Pearson and NASCAR's king, Richard Petty.
They both spin, they're in the wall. Petty is sliding, slamming into the wall. He's coming down toward the finish line. Will he make it? He's still moving. The car stopped 300, 400 feet shy of the finish line. Pearson is still running. Here's Petty trying to fire to come across the line. David Pearson moving down through as they come to the stripe. The winner is car number 21.
To the heartwarming and history-making triumph of young rookie Trevor Bayne in 2011.
I keep thinking I'm dreaming. I really do. I mean, man, I'm so thankful for the job that these guys did on this race car because it's unbelievable.
Pearson won 105 races in NASCAR's premier circuit, with over 40 of those wins coming behind the wheel of the Ford-powered Wood Brothers Mercury from 1972 to 1978. But Pearson was not the only great driver to race and win for the Wood Brothers. NASCAR legends such as Marvin Penge, Cale Yarborough, A.J. Foyt, Neil Bonnet, Dale Jarrett, and Bill Elliott are just a few of the greats who were made even greater by piloting the powerful Wood Brothers machine. As the years have gone by, Leonard and Glenn have stayed involved with the team. But as the Wood Brothers entered their 6th decade in racing, the torch of leadership was passed to sons Len and Eddie and daughter Kim. Not missing a beat, the team has continued its winning tradition.
Baby, got him on his feet. You win.
Although much has changed in the nearly 60-year history of Wood Brothers racing, the team is still campaigning cars numbered with the famed 21. They're still Fords, and they're still contending for wins. History made through hard work, dedication, and the strength of a solid family bond, with more history yet to be made.
Well, that's basically the entire history of NASCAR stock car racing through the Wood Brothers' eyes. And what a privilege and a pleasure it is to have Trevor Bayne here on Trackside. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. That video brought tears to my eyes over here watching it to be a part of that. That's awesome, man.
I got goosebumps because, again, you know, knowing the Wood Brothers like I do, and then getting an opportunity now to get to know you, and to me, I get the biggest smile on my face because sitting in the Hollywood Hotel last weekend and watching you drive through the victory lane and everything, it's just like, you know, this is what our sport's really all about. This is a great story, not only for you, but the way that our sport has been built is that the young and old kind of came together, and now, you know, you're the future of our sport, and it's just so exciting. I mean, it was just a fantastic win.
Well, I really appreciate that. I mean, the Wood Brothers, there's nobody more deserving in the garage right now, I don't think, than those guys and Donnie Wingo and just everybody involved with that. And I'm just glad I got to be the fortunate one behind the wheel of that fast race car last Sunday. I mean, because I think it was going to be headed to victory lane soon enough. Whether I was in it or not, those guys are working too hard. So just to be a part of it, I mean, that's really, really cool.
Watching the video here and they're coming to the line, I know you were a little bit worried. I thought you may be all week long. People said if you're leading off turn 4, you're a set and duck.
Yeah, that's. I didn't want to be the rabbit out there for him to chase down. You know, after watching the nationwide and truck races, seeing that lead pack was going to get eaten up by the second group, but it just worked out for us somehow, and I was able to use the 47 car, Bobby Labonte, kind of as a pick to block Carl Edwards as he was coming up, and it just it all played out right for us.
I have a big follow-up question for you. I asked him Monday. I said, "Did you ever allow your mind to think that you might win the Daytona 500?" And Trevor said, "Absolutely not." However, you said that you were very calm. You felt very peaceful all week. Explain why.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was overwhelming, like the calmness that came with it. And, you know, I talked to David Pearson earlier in the week, and he said, you know, just be careful with the thing. Just kind of take it easy. Go into this race, you know, just thinking about getting to the end. And that's what I did. I went in with survival mode. You know, I knew that I'd have to get through the first 190 laps if I wanted to get to the 200th lap or 208th, whatever it was at the end there. There were so many cautions. I mean, 16 crashes, but we just had that mindset the whole time, and just, you know, just to be careful, just to work our way up to the field. If we drop back, we knew we had a fast enough race car to hook up to anybody and drive right to the front. So that's kind of what we did there. And we get down to the end, and God guided us right along, and we were able to, you know, get out front there and just hold them all.